Of course, the script might have something to do with the bad acting. The Robinsons and others take escape ships. When it had a red face, it was an evil robot. I apparently am not the only one who we're talking about Lost in Space. Pick up a cup of tea and let's get into the nitty-gritty. As you saw in the intro, I watched Lost in Space. No, not the original version from 1965 to 1968. I've never seen that version, but the version that streamed on Netflix, which ran for 3 seasons from 2018 to 2021. It's a sci-fi television series, in case you couldn't figure it out by the title. Written by Matt Sazama and Burke Sharpless. The basic premise is that humanity is in danger of dying from a meteorite that will smash into Earth. So the Robinson family is chosen to help colonize the Alpha Centauri system along with many other families. They travel through space on the Resolute until an alien robot invades it and damages the ship's hull. The Robinsons and others take escape ships and crash on a strange planet. There they have to survive and figure out how to return to the mother ship, the Resolute. Because as they find out, the planet goes through these extinction cycles where the planet goes around its host star, and when it gets closest to the star, everything burns up. And as it gets further from the star, the life cycle begins anew. While on the planet, the Robinsons' youngest child, Will, finds and befriends a robot made with technology that far surpasses humans. He eventually brings the robot back to the human colony, where initially it is seen as a threat to their survival. The people quickly find out that it can help them survive and build up the colony as it gathers resources, such as wood, and protects the humans. It is especially protective of Will, which reminds me of the relationship between a pit bull and its human owner. That comparison is apt since the robot comes with all of its complications. Like a pit bull, it can turn on its owner without warning. Rather than bore you with spoilers, let's talk about how I feel about the actors. It's not so good. While the series featured many actors, in my view, the show centers around the relationship between a young boy who bonds deeply with the killer robot. The robot is played by Brian Steele, who apparently has a lot of experience as monsters in films. After all, he stands 6 feet 7 inches tall and was in The Predator, Hellboy, A Terminator, and was other scary creatures. In my opinion, he's the best actor in the film. The way he moves his body and head are very robot-like in a smooth way. The only other actor who had potential was Maxwell Jenkins, who played Will Robinson. He had a sense of discovery, like an explorer who always wants to learn about the world around him. He actually reminded me of myself when I was about his age. I would just love exploring nature and the area around me and figuring things out. I'm still like that. I'm a tinkerer. I figure out how to fix things. Unfortunately, none of the other actors gave me such a good impression. Overall, it seemed a lot of the acting was forced. I know that problem is partly due to the script. It was too predictable and just badly written. Still, most of the main characters failed to appear natural. Was the production crew in a hurry? Did some actors not remember their lines? Whatever the case, I was disappointed by the lackluster acting skills. Of course, the script might have something to do with the bad acting, given the bad dialogue as well as the totally wrong science presented. And see the link below of Medium D Speaks, where he describes some of this wrong science. Still, the series is in need for much better actors. The acting might have been subpar, but the special effects and set design were well done. These were the best elements of the series. Look at the inside of the Jupiter 2, the spacecraft in which the Robinsons escaped from the mother ship. Here's a wide shot of the cockpit. It looks very realistic with different stations for the crew, digital and manual controls, etc. There's even a big window to look outside of the ship in case the crew needs to see what's going on. There are big hallways, even intricate details such as the texture on the pipes. I could tell that they might have bought these pipes at a regular home improvement store like Home Depot, and somebody looked at those pipes and was like, those pipes are too perfect. It doesn't look right. So they put a texture on it, sort of a grainy texture on it. Many scenes were in this family gathering area where they had lots of meetings and even ate dinner and breakfast, etc. The robot was another amazing feature of the series. Artists started designing and constructing the suit around October 7th, 2016. By the first week of January 2017, they presented the first iteration of the suit to series producers. That means they really only had 3 months to do this really complicated suit with articulating scales and custom fit to the actor who was 6 feet 7 inches tall. I mean, they did an immaculate job. I particularly liked the infinity star screen that was used as the robot's face. What I didn't like was that producers used typical colors of the face to denote good versus bad. When the robot had a blue face, it was a good robot, good calm robot. When it had a red face, it was an evil robot. I always ask, why do Hollywood writers insist on using the same colors to denote good people or bad people? Black or red or some combination of black and red is always attributed to villains. White and blue are always for movie heroes. Hey, Hollywood script writers and producers, I've got news for you. Real life isn't that simple. A lot of times, bad guys wear white and good guys wear black. Bad guys often want to blend in, so that they're not going to wear something that's obviously a bad guy thing to wear. You see movies with hackers who are wearing hoodies. I bet you 99% of the time they never wear hoodies. So let's cut this stereotypical stuff and make things more realistic. In fact, criminals often take advantage of people's stereotypes about good versus bad to win your trust and get away with their crimes. Now for some concluding thoughts. I give this series a measly 5, and that's being nice. It was a good effort given the plot premise and excellent special effects. What gave this series a spirited chance were the two main actors, Brian Steele and Maxwell Jenkins, who played the robot, and Will Robinson, respectively. But the uninspiring script and bland acting by the other actors created a dull watching experience. Moreover, the script included plots that were outlandish and unbelievable. I apparently am not the only one who didn't really like the series, even though it somehow had me watching throughout all 3 seasons. YouTuber Bryce Edward Brown did a poll about a year ago on his channel, and out of 4,300 votes, 62% rated season 3 of the series a 1 out of 5 stars. Yeah, it was that bad. Thank you for watching. I'm Ramon, signing out.